Falcons Ledge. I'm Allstringer, and today we're going to be doing our annual State of the Channel video. 2022 had its ups and downs. It was a crazy year with all sorts of exciting things in my life, like surgeries and hospital stays. From a channel perspective, we certainly had some time off and some slowing of production due to the above stated things. But regardless, we still made some progress, almost doubling our subscriber count, and we had the opportunity to review some great hardware. So the first thing we'll go over is our numbers. No, I'm not going to bore you with the channel statistics. I'll put a few things simply for you. My goal for this year was 2,500 subs, and at the time of recording we have 2,210 subs, so we didn't quite make the goal. My stretch goal was 5,000, and we were pretty far from that. I totally blame myself for this one. I didn't post as many videos as I could have due to the surgery and recovery and all that business. So, we'll set better goals this year that are more realistic, and I'll work harder to accomplish them. This year's goals will be 3,000 subs and a 5,000 sub as a stretch goal. I'll do some really nice giveaways for each of these. The 3,000 sub giveaway will be the VKB Gladiator NXT Evo, and we'll decide on the 5,000 sub if we're getting closer to it. Since this channel is a non-profit channel, we reinvest any channel earnings back into the things that we review for all of you. I'm going to be completely transparent about what we've earned and where it went. We were paid $168.90 from YouTube. I also totally missed that we had a Patreon donation in 2021. Big thanks to Volcure, who donated money, and we combined this with a few of our own dollars this year and purchased the Gladiator NXT Evo, which we reviewed, and VKB T-Rudders, and also the HP Reverb, all of which are either already reviewed or being reviewed at this time. And this year we've already spent a bunch. We, like I said, have that HP Reverb G2 review coming, but we also just got another payment from YouTube, our first of this year, which helped a bit to purchase the Winwing Orion 2 F16EX HOTAS, which you've seen a couple of videos of. There have been a number of people who have been wanting merch to be available with this particular phrase. I will say that I'm not much of an artist, but I put something together that I think will work pretty well. So without further ado, here is our We Blow Stuff Up Here t-shirt. These will be available at the link in the description. The proceeds from any shirts sold will first go to a Fiverr artist to make us some additional art for more merch, and then into the channel as with everything else. There are 3 varieties of this shirt: an F-16, an Apache, and a Constellation from Star Citizen. Please tell me what you think down below. This year, I'll be modifying the format. We'll be trying for more brevity to shorten the videos without reducing the detail that we put into each video. Though I like being extremely detailed and showing each step of the process, I also value your time and want to be more entertaining. We'll also be breaking down videos into shorts as well as posting full-length versions. That way you can choose exactly how you watch. The exception will be unboxing and assembly videos for those of you who might want to see the assembly step by step. We're going to want it to be complete at regular speed. Please let me know if you'd like to see something different here, as I am flexible and here to help all of you. I really wanted to get much deeper into the maker side of this channel, but it didn't work out like I'd planned. This year I'm seeking to correct all of that. It looks like the 3D printer is going to get a lot of work. Speaking of upcoming content, the first half of the year is mostly planned, at least roughly. You've already seen some of the first stuff come out for the VKB T-Rudders, the damper mod for it, and we're also going to have something in the future where I'm going to be trying to add some brake pedals for it. I've also got a new HOTAS to test and compare. You've seen the unboxing and assembly for the Winwing F16 HOTAS. This will be a much more in-depth examination than is required for the rudders, and there will be a comparison between the Orion 1 and Orion 2 throttles, and also disassembly and servicing of the throttle gimbal, a cable mod, and of course comparison between the VKB Gunfighter Mk.III and the Orion 2 F16EX, which should be really neat. During and after the Orion 2 testing, I'll be learning the F16 module, which you've already seen a video for. and posting a number of Learn With Me videos where we'll be going from being a relative noob at the module all the way to flying in multiplayer servers. Speaking of comparisons, we don't know exactly when this is happening, but we do know that the VKB T is coming out this year. Could this be during testing and comparison process for the Orion 2? It's possible, who knows? Either way, I'll be ready to review it when it arrives. I'll compare it to one of its closest competitors, the Winwing Orion 2 Throttle. In addition to these reviews, I'll be going back to the maker content described above. I'll be finally pushing forward on the Apache Collective, which I've made progress on. And to literally put my money where my mouth is, I've ordered most of the switches and wires, and I still have to purchase some of the switches for the hats and print them out, and the logic boards, but we're making progress, and that's what's important. I also need to create and print an adapter to connect the Collective to the Orion 1 base, which I'll be using for its gimbal. So that will be really neat. And of course, I will be providing all of this publicly through Thingiverse to everybody. So if you want to build it, you can build it. I'll also be printing the MPDs for the Apache. I'll also be doing F16 MPDs and the upfront data entry section for the F16 as well. I'll be posting all of those videos as we go, so that's all going to be done, in the first half of this year. The F16 stuff maybe a little bit later. And finally, we'll be looking into continuing mocking up our SIMPIT, and that kind of plays into this whole MPDs and the data entry systems, because I'll want to be able to mount that in approximately the same place. It'll be in the virtual world in VR. I'm excited to get that thing going, and eventually we're going to start changing our SIMPIT from the wood mock-ups to metal. We'll have to see when all that happens, but we'll have to order some aluminum extrusion for building that out. So as you can see, this is going to be a very busy year for Falcons Ledge, but we'd love to do even more for you. So as you can imagine, there's a lot of cost involved in doing this sort of thing. If you want to support Falcons Ledge and make it even better, there are several ways you can do that. First and foremost, subscribe and hit the bell icon to ensure that you don't miss any videos. Second, you can buy our merch. We'll be having the links below, as I mentioned above. We'll also be doing the Patreon, which has been helpful. And that'll be linked also in the description. Anything we get from any of these sources will put directly back into the channel to get the hardware to test or to improve in the production value for all of you. I'm not looking to profit off of all of this. It's just a hobby. It's something that I enjoy doing. I would like to see us getting to the point where we can afford to give away some of our tested equipment. I think that would be a great way to give back to the community. Until then, all the giveaways will have to be out of pocket, which is also okay. I look forward to doing many of these videos that you'll get this year, and I hope that all of you are as well. I thank you all for your support, your viewership, and your interaction. I really enjoy interacting with all of you and talking with you. I enjoy hearing from all of you in the comments as well. I hope that you all have a great 2023. Fly safe, have fun, and as always, have a great day.